So today I'm going to be wrapping up Super Mario Galaxy 1. Of course, I will be delving into Super Mario Galaxy 2, starting with the next stream. But for today we have 24, technically 25 stars to get. And I figure the best way to start would just be to do one of the newly accessible Garden Galaxies. I think we're short quite a few star bits. I don't know if it's... I forget how many exactly. I can check here on my way up. Also, I should have taken the faster route, but at least this way, I can check the Hungry Luma, see how many it needs. So I can kind of keep track of when to come back here. 1200, I thought... Oh, does it not save it if you partially feed them? I guess not. So I'll just wait until I hit 1200. I already did the gate one last time. There are purple coin stars in the engine room that I can do, but I figure we'll do kind of like I did last time, where I'll do like a new galaxy, then double back for a purple coin star, then do another new galaxy, purple coin star, etc. But let's unlock these real quick. Yes, Matter Splatter, right? Yeah. Deep Dark. Dreadnought, right? Yeah, and then Melty Molten? Yeah. See, I know my stuff, kinda. Do Matter Splatter, because it's only a single. And then probably do one purple in the engine room. Yeah, something like that. It's kind of unavoidable having to do some comets back to back, just because, like, if you do it this way, like, go one galaxy at a time, that is. I'm really excited to get into Galaxy 2, though. Like, I do think this game is great, and it's like a great kind of opener for the Galaxy Duology as a whole. But yeah, I just feel like, from what I'm remembering, at least from not that long ago, is Galaxy 2 does come out swinging a little bit faster with some of its more interesting ideas. Some of its more challenging ideas, too, to an extent. Oh, shit. I see the glow of the star. Not much I can do about this, though. So wait for the cycle to refresh. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay. Oh, that's... Okay, I remember this. Yeah. Yeah, will it let me go? No, this is a pure side scroller, so I can't actually fall off front or back. So it's just side-to-side movement I have to worry about here. And yeah, we can pass through the bottom of these grates, but not any of the other surfaces. So I don't have this memorized, so I don't remember... I don't remember, like, where I want to be positioned, necessarily. Just keep an eye out. Okay. Oh. Okay. I can kind of intuit that they want me to go, like, to each side, but these star bits probably indicate... No, it indicates jack shit. Okay. Nice. This is kind of a risky, sort of setup here, though, I will say. Shit. Okay. We're good. I'm ass. I got so greedy. For no reason. I don't know. There's no excuse for that. Alright. I thought it would drift further to the side, but I didn't really, like, prep that as much as I could have. So that's a little annoying. I guess the real pro strat would be, like, launch yourself up before the regular rocks even spawn in, right? Like, something like that. Like, if you, even if there's something impassable, if you, like, launch yourself above it before it spawns in, like, you will land on it, kind of deal. Easier said than done, of course. I don't really need these extra lives, but it's a little easier jumping from here versus off the swinging. Oh, I guess you can just go that way, I see. But yeah, see, like, I almost kind of did it there. And go straight up the middle. And I don't even know... I don't think that's the ultimate goal, is it? Like, maybe it is? Okay, yeah, it is. I wasn't sure, because I saw that block above me, and I was like... It's interesting. That's certainly a checkpoint, though. Also, probably shouldn't have cleared those, because that's my path, but... I do kind of wish that the paths were accessible, even if they're invisible. Because ultimately this comes down to a side-scroller. I do think... What's going on? Hello. I do think, like the glow fruits in Galaxy 2 kind of handled this style of level a little bit better. Since you have more agency over, like, where the platforms actually spawn in. Oh, shit. So slippery to control, dude. I'm like, still not used to it. Here we are, nearly done with the game, 96 stars in or whatever. And I can't get Luigi to stop when I want him to. So I don't know... Well, there's the 1200, so that... I'll do the 1200 Hungry Luma now, then. Get that out of the way. Then probably do a purple coin star. Yeah, this is what I want to take. Beat the Hungry Luma, which... I'm trying to remember, I feel like there is one more. Maybe? From what I'm recalling. Yeah, we'll knock this one out as a 1-star. Check. Well, I guess we'll get spawned in back at the entrance. So that way I can check if there are purple coin comets spawned in. Worst case, I just spend 20. Knock one of those out in the engine room, then do it in the next galaxies, and so on. Ah, this... I was recalling this star, when we raced against this guy the first time. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's another race against this guy, and it's a side-scroller. With the bubble. And I think that's what this is. Yeah. I wonder, I don't know if there's a head start for these or not. Got a pretty good lead going so far. Don't want to jinx it, which I just kinda did. Probably should just phase through these. Oh, and that's it. Nice, sub-minute too. Good shit. Alright, so pretty manageable one. I do seem to remember this one being, for some reason, easier than the first one. Not that the first one's super, super tough, but, you know, timing your pulsars and stuff like that can be tricky. Not saved for now. Let's spawn in one of these. It probably is just more efficient to just do all the purple coin stars back to back, maybe, but even then, I feel like... No, because I feel like once you do one, it usually despawns the others. Like, if multiple spawn in at once, that is. This time around, it seems like only one spawned in. But, oh, maybe it's like one per dome spawns in, but I already did the other ones? Because I do remember when I was spawning these in a few streams ago, it was showing multiple purples at once. I wonder. Yeah, so I'm probably not handling this the most efficient manner, but it does prevent me from having to do all the purple coin stars back to back to back to back, which is what I really wanted to avoid on this replay. So this one, I don't remember this one super distinctly. Is this on a timer? Is it only 100 coins? Usually if it's on a timer, there's more than 100, is what I've been seeing and recalling. Okay, so no timer, exactly 100 coins. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer the timed ones, because then you don't have to worry about getting every single one, which can be quite tedious. Thankfully, the threat of dying here is pretty minimal. Well, I guess with the exception of these. These are a little risky, I suppose. We just play it patient, though. Alright, we're doing good. I'll probably talk more once I'm done with this one. I do want to try to stay kind of focused. Not that this is demanding like a ton of focus, but you know. Just make sure I don't like void out, you know. Oh, I can't break this as a B, okay. Forget it then. Oh, I don't remember this. Like, so many of these being over bottomless pits. Get these in a second. Okay. I was like, I think I'll be able to make it to the top of this tree without getting back on the clouds, and that'll work out perfectly too, because I'm pretty sure the star just spawns where we started. So doing this in a loop, I don't know why I went this way. Oh, well, I guess that's... never mind. Okay. See the two on the ground there, but first... let's get the ones at the top of the lighthouse real quick. Three here, and then... yeah, I thought I saw one. Are there any more? There's just that one? Okay. It would really suck to miss one, though. Yeah, so we gotta get... Can I just get on the tree from here? Not quite. Alright, that works. Can't adjust the camera, why? That's fine anyway. I'll just double back for that one. Double back this way. Almost halfway. But yeah, like, I don't know. If there was one thing to be critical of this game for, at least from my perspective, I think it is these purple coin stars. I know I kind of dug into this in most of these streams, but I'm just kind of like, eh. It's fine. Right, I need the B, which is... there it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I was more enthused about playing these levels in particular. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I suppose this is a little slower than... yeah, I should have taken the question block over that cloud over there, but this is fine. I guess, in the meantime, since this is pretty self-explanatory, I don't feel like I need to narrate what I'm doing necessarily, but I did finish up Metal Gear Solid 1 this weekend. First time playing through that entry in particular, and I'm not going to do a video on... I don't know, I'll have to figure out how I want to talk about Metal Gear at some point if I ever do in a video. Because that is one of my favorite series for sure. Not a ton of entries in that series, to be fair, but the ones that I have played, I've very much enjoyed for varying reasons. And I guess like my main reason for what's up, Space Cowboy? Good to see ya. My main reason why it took me so long to play Metal Gear Solid 1 was because I was a Nintendo kid, so like no access there, and then I pivoted over to Xbox for back compat during the Xbox One generation for OG Xbox and 360 titles I'd missed. It was a good opportunity there to do that, and now I'm on PC, but the thing is with the Xbox, like, I had played MGS3 before. Admittedly, the first time I played it was on the 3DS version, which I didn't have any issues with at the time. But then, like, when I was playing on Xbox, You just have to do this? Like... Let's see. When I was playing on Xbox, I got a copy of the 360 collection of Metal Gear Solid games, but that doesn't include 1 and 4. Those were exclusively in the PS3 version of the collection. And so, yeah. And then, of course, there was the older PC port of MGS1. I don't know why I didn't play that sooner. But I eventually, you know, grabbed the Master Collection for whatever it was, 25, 30. I think it was 30% off. It's like a pretty solid deal. Especially considering I'd already played 2 and 3. I really, really enjoyed those games. 3 especially. I've played through multiple times. And, yeah, for those interested, I guess, my kind of impromptu review of the original Metal Gear Solid is I actually think a lot of the narrative elements hold up really well, which is not an unpopular take by any means. I even kind of like the way the game looks, even though it is very primitive. Like, there's something to the way that they stylize, like, even though it was limitations and all that, like, the way that they stylized the way the characters looked, like, that decision to do that, right? They didn't take, like, the chibi approach, they didn't take, like I think it works. It's, like, weird in how well I think that art style works. And meanwhile, I'm looking at, like, screenshots of the Twin Snakes, considering, like, would I play that someday? Maybe. But I do... This is just at a glance. Even though Twin Snakes looks a lot like MGS2, I'm kind of, like, a little... I don't know, it just doesn't hit the same way, I guess. Hey, appreciate you. Thanks for popping in, man. I've not managed to catch your most recent upload. I think I saw the thumbnail for it, though. More PvP. Is that from when we net battled each other most recently? Like the rest of the BN4. What's it called? What was I saying, though? I'm a little low energy today, so forgive me, but what's it called? Second app. Okay, cool. I'll have to check those out, see how that turned out. Either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, something about Twin Snakes, like MGS Twin Snakes, like the remake of MGS1 and GameCube. Like I don't know. There's something about it that, like, I think there is something about the way that the original Metal Gear Solid was presented. Having played it. Like, even with those limitations and stuff, like, I just think... I don't know, I was like, kind of really into it. Despite the way that the character models, like, lack detail and all that. Like, it wasn't really a sticking point for me. What was a sticking point for me more so was, like, how the gunplay actually felt. Like, so, like, pretty much any time the game would put you in a combat situation, which of course is a stealth game, but, like, boss fights, and even, like, just regular mandatory encounters, just a lot of frustration and cursing on my part. Eventually I did figure it out, and, like, there are some tricks to handle some of the more annoying, potentially annoying bosses, but yeah, just, like, I just think a few too many moments of frustration in the way that the game actually plays. For me to be, like, super amped about, like, coming back to it. But yeah, the story stuff, super, super compelling, like, even to this day. Even with limitations on, like, the codec conversations and the character models and stuff. Like, I think it worked for me, like, quite a bit. And I guess with that said, I'm currently, like, replaying MGS2. And, of course, it's, like, a massive update to how it plays. And the flexibility of your options, like being able to hold up guards and even being able to go non-lethal and stuff like that. Reliably, at least. Where is this at? Oh, okay. The bee's over here. But yeah, really enjoying MGS2, like replaying that again. That said, I do think that it is pretty wordy. Like, I do think the story in MGS2, it gets wild and crazy in a way that I like, but I'm kind of reminding myself of a lot of the earlier moments kind of being like, just like not as into it, and characters won't shut up during like the less interesting parts of the story. So I'm like, can we save this dialogue for when it does get interesting later? So I don't know. I've always been more of a Metal Gear Solid 3 guy, though, to be fair. And I'm excited to replay that. And then, of course, with Delta coming in late August, I mean, I figure if I knock out MGS2 and 3 like this month, by the time Delta drops, assuming it's well received and all that, like, you know, that it's not just a dumpster fire randomly, it might have been like long enough for me to warrant playing through it, even though it's going to be the same story with the same voice acting even, and all of that. And like, I think that's good on one hand, but on the other hand, like, I've thought about it, and I've criticized like how Nintendo handles remakes, criticized their approach quite a bit, because I feel like Nintendo's remakes tend to be like, yeah, for better, they are faithful, but if you already are content with or have access to or both the original, it's like harder to justify playing the remake, like Nintendo's remakes, I guess. And at that point, it's a matter of like how drastic the quality of life changes may or may not be. So like with Ocarina of Time, for instance, I had familiarity with the N64 version, but I didn't finish it on that version. I might have never actually finished that version, but like OOT 3D is so faithful that like when that came out, played the shit out of it. Ocarina of Time is like one of the games that I know the best, I feel like. Like my most recent, which was a few years ago, mind you, but my most recent playthrough of it on the channel even, was like, I blitzed through that thing so fast. And that's even with having done a good amount of side content. So like if I just, I kind of fucked that up. If I had just done main story stuff, it would have been super, super quick. Just because I feel like I know that game like the back of my hand, or at least like, you know, the first 2/3 of it or something. Let's see what's over here. I know we're supposed to get the fire flower and light the torch, but the thing is though, like for instance, once the PC port was finished, like once the decompilation was finished, it's like, well, you can get those same or better even quality of life enhancements from the 3D version, but while still playing the original. So it's like, at that point, it's kind of like, okay, this is like an alternate version of the original game, so I don't know if it necessarily counts, right? Like, would you count that as sort of like a remake, or like it's literally not, but it's not plugging in the N64 cartridge kind of thing. Point being though, like as soon as that was finished, and you know, assuming that the guy working on Majora's Mask recompiled, or Zelda 64 recompiled, does end up ultimately adding Ocarina support, which apparently is planned, I'm just waiting on it. Like that'll be the way that I play it over the 3DS version, despite that having quality of life improvements over the N64 version, if that makes sense. But that's like in a game where I would argue the quality of life stuff in 3D is pretty substantial. Like having more than 3 item slots, basically. And like, you know, yeah, because like the Ocarina was its own item and stuff like that. Oh man. Great game, but like, yeah, the N64 version definitely has some annoyances, but now you can kind of get the best of both. And like with Majora, there were like a handful of quality of life changes in 3D that I preferred, and this is coming from someone who didn't really click with Majora's Mask until, like, my most recent... Well, not my most recent playthrough, but my playthrough that's up on the channel, that is. But there are, like, some changes in MM3D that I wasn't fond of. Some that I did, like being able to time travel to a specific hour, I think is, like, the most major advantage. But again, it's like, well, now the recompilation has that feature in the form of a mod that you can download. And yeah, at that point, I'm kind of getting the best of both, because a lot of the other changes in MM3D I thought were, like, kind of unnecessary. And like putting the eyeballs on the bosses and shit, like, it's just weird. It's not like a deal breaker necessarily, but it's just like, if I could choose between having this and not, I would choose not. But of course, like, in the normal circumstance, you are choosing some downsides in favor of some upsides. But if you don't have to take those downsides with the upside in order to get those upsides, then yeah, you would do that, right? And then, like, for instance, Thousand Year Door, like, I haven't played the remake, but I, like, you know, played the GameCube version, did a video on it, and Paper Mario 64. And was kind of like, I don't know, I just didn't feel compelled to play the remake, because it seemed like it was so faithful that it's like, what am I really getting differently out of this than just playing the original, right? Of course, and that's in a game where, like, yeah, they have, like, the partner wheel where you can, like, swap partners more reliably, I guess. Or quicker. But, like, it didn't seem like it cut down on, like, the backtracking or any of the other complaints or criticisms I might have had of that game to begin with. So it's like, why play the remake then? Right? And so, my ultimate point is, like, you know, as much as I enjoy the FF7 remake games so far, they are very different experiences to the original. So, like, that in and of itself justifies playing them in addition to playing the original. Persona 3 Reload is one of those games where, like, I feel like it fixed pretty much everything I wanted to be, like, changed and updated. Like, there are some small detractors, maybe, but by and large, I'm, like, very, very happy with it. And, like, that'll be my go-to version of play, kind of thing. But, like, that kind of toes the line between it made changes, substantial ones in some cases, like how combat plays out, thank fucking God. But, like, the story and the characters are so intact that, like, I could, I guess, see the argument that it's like, oh, is this, you know, I already played P3, whatever. But it's more so, I think, for people who love P3's characters and story, but, like, don't jive as much with how the PS2 version plays, right? Or how the PSP version's presented, which I fall under both categories, thank you. So, like, Reload was kind of specifically for players like me, which ends up working out in my favor. Not that I can't understand some people being disappointed, but I do think the conversation around that game has gotten, like, really weird. And this is, like, a small thing. I kind of hate that they did that reveal of the Persona 4 remake, because now everyone's like... I think it looks very early in development, so, like, sort of, like, understandably doesn't look as good. But people are then saying, like, oh, they just made it look like Reload, and it's like, no, dude, Reload looks way fucking better than this, because it's actually finished. Compared to this Persona 4 remake, which they're showing, like, with at least a year, or maybe 2, or, you know, 3, maybe, years of development left. You know, like, that game is clearly still very much in the oven. Just, like, based on, if you compare the visuals of the way that little teaser looks compared to the initial trailers of P3R. But this brings me to Metal Gear Solid Delta, where I guess it'll be kind of like a Persona 3 Reload situation in some sense, because it's like making gameplay updates, but keeping the story kinds of stuff intact. But Reload also made some additions. I wouldn't say that they made a ton of changes, really. Like, it plays out pretty much the exact same. But, I mean, it does play out, like, literally the exact same. There might be some lines of dialogue changed, like, I have no idea. If you're in the weeds that far, then, like, just, why would you ever think that a remake would have satiated you in that case, right? Like, if you're hung up on the dialogue being exactly the same, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't retain information to that extent of detail. Granted, I only played Fest once, but, like, absolutely loved it. Like, from a, you know, narrative, character standpoint, especially. But, yeah, point being, it just, like, remains to be seen how Delta will fit. Because I understand... Like, this is, like, coming off of my first playthrough of MGS1 and now replaying MGS2, and knowing that 3 makes some improvements from 2 in how it plays, as well, from having played that game several times, this might be one of those remakes that, like, I'm sure it'll be fun to play, because, like, it'll play like MGS5, which has amazing gameplay, but it'll have the story and kind of structure of MGS3, which is already proven to be great. And so you'd think it'd be a no-brainer, but I just wonder, because I don't really have many issues with how MGS3 plays. Like, yeah, it is different than how you play a typical third-person shooter, but I find it pretty easy to get used to once you've been playing for a little bit. And plus, like, I do remap some things. Like, I remap first-person view to left trigger instead of whatever it normally is. I think in MGS2 it's like a right bumper or something weird, or maybe it's right trigger. I basically, like, kind of map it to be more like third-person shooter controls. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder how it's going to turn out. And like, another small-ish concern of mine. How do you get these? Can you, like, shimmy? Maybe I have to long jump. Shit. Oh yeah, that'll work from this side. I just wonder, and I've wondered this. I'll have to look at some of the narrative trailers again, maybe. But it's cool that they're keeping the original voice lines, but I wonder if it's going to feel uncanny because of that. I mean, the voice acting's great to begin with, so, like, it's not really an issue of the quality, but it's more like how this older voice acting will mesh with the newer, like, more photorealistic character models. And that said, like, MGS3 actually looks really damn good for a PS2 game, like, really, really damn good. What are you missing? Weekend was alright. I haven't been, like, super productive, or I wasn't super productive this weekend, but, you know, it allowed me to finish up Metal Gear Solid 1, among other things. How do we do this? Oh yeah, so I did mention, like, I don't know if it was a few streams ago or if it was a few playthroughs ago or something, but I mentioned wanting to squeeze in a Persona 5 Royal replay in this year on New Game Plus so things would go a little faster. I looked at, and this was mostly for the purpose of, like, getting the remaining achievements that I was missing, there were 4 of them. It was like, order off the special menu in the Maid Cafe, defeat the Reaper, what was the other one? Oh, score the highest on your exams, and then there's, like, one last one for just getting all the achievements. And so I was looking at those and I was like, wait, I have a save file from, like, really, really late in the game. Can I go and do most of this stuff now, like, on my existing saves? And yes, the only thing that I had to start a new file for was scoring the highest on the exams because I had saved like past the final exams or whatever. So what I did was I jumped in and I knocked out like defeating the Reaper. And this was after having not played Persona 5 Royal for like, not 3 years quite, but like 2.5, like since it came to Steam in like late 22 or whatever. And so in order to score the highest on the exams in P5R for that achievement, I ended up playing through the first arc of the game again. Granted, not really like paying attention or like soaking in the dialogue or like letting it all play out. But after like going through that and just seeing how much dialogue and stuff that I was skipping through for the sake of getting this achievement, I was like, yeah, there's no way that I'm gonna replay this. No, like, I don't really mean it, like, oh shit, I'm gonna die here if I'm not careful. I don't mean any disrespect on P5R necessarily, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can stomach another playthrough of this, though. I enjoyed it for the one time, and I do think it's worth playing once, for those who haven't, but... Replay, though? Like, I don't know, people complain about how P3's paced, but I kind of like that P3, like, leaves you alone for good stretches. P5 doesn't shut the fuck up. And I know it was the opening, I know it was the first arc, and there is more openness and flexibility as you go, but like, oh man. It's like, I don't like the story and characters of P5 enough. Like, some of the characters, sure, but like, I don't like that stuff specific to P5 enough to be like, yeah, I really, really want to replay this, compared to like P3. And even P4 I managed to do a replay of that. Where is this last coin? I'm kind of in a bad spot here. I wonder if I can lure this guy over here. So I can at least get out of like 1 health danger. That said, jumped into Persona 5 Strikers, because I'm only missing a few achievements there, which might not even warrant a full new playthrough. Although it does require more grinding, because I have to finish the compendium or whatever. I'm not that far off, but like some of these are going to require grinding. And I think Strikers I could actually justify replaying. Not only is it shorter, but I feel like Strikers also kind of leaves you alone more. I also kind of just generally think the story's better in Strikers. And you get the same characters, so you, like, yeah, it's not the same exact character moments, but you still get to interact with the same characters, but in the context of a game that I feel like is not as bloated. Like, I think I do just prefer Persona 5 Strikers to Royal at this point. I was, like, pretty convinced of that when I played them for the first time in 2020. I guess it was 22 and going into 23. But yeah, now I'm, like, more convinced, especially for the sake of replaying. And plus, it's, like, it is, like, a different flavor of game, a different style of game than like the other Persona games, so it's kind of refreshing in that way to be like, oh, I can kind of, you know, get a taste of P5, re-experience some aspect of P5 without actually playing P5. I know that sounds damning. I don't know. I also just think, like, a lot of the smaller criticisms I had of P5, 3 Reload solved, which I went into in my video on 3 Reload. Like, a lot of the pacing, not pacing, a lot of the, like, battle, like, combat-oriented things. A lot of that was fixed for me in Reload. Lots of tiny things. Not the biggest deal, it doesn't mean that P5 plays poorly or anything, but it's more just like, I was feeling the battle slog even when I was blitzing through them on easy mode for the sake of just getting this last achievement. Like, going through the first arc to allow me to go to the first set of exams. And then ace them for the sake of getting the platinum, so to speak, even though I'm on PC. Meanwhile, the P4G achievements, I'm just like, yes, P5 does have a lot of dialogue, much more. I feel like just much more than 3 and 4 in general. And it's just like, it's not that it's all bad, but it's just like, man, shut the fuck up already. And that's coming from me, someone who's like kind of notably a story guy in a lot of games. Yeah, when it comes to P5, I'm just like, dude, like, and I talked about the texting too. The text message conversations, oh my god. That's another thing Reload did well, is like, it's back to the flip phone era, because it takes place in '09. And so like the texts are short and sweet. It's like, hey, wanna hang out? Whatever. It's like, you're not getting like character interactions and exposition and plot buildup via text message, which is literally what happens in P5 at times. And I hate that. Not just on principle, but just like, oh, I think we need the Fire Flower, but we have to go further this time, maybe? And I think that's part of why I should save this for the episode Igus video, but it's part of the reason why I don't mind Tartarus so much, I think. And why I appreciate that like P5's dungeons are bespoke. But there's also like so much, there's just so much talking in the dungeons even. It's like, you play a Zelda game and it's like, there's not really much dialogue at all. Like even with Navi, Halis, and even with Midna, who's the goat, I guess like Fi is the closest to like the annoying companion for sure. I'm ass. Shit, do I need to actually light these? No, I don't think I do actually. Wait a second. I think I need to activate something down here to get the ice flower to pop up. It's either that or I do need to light those torches for the ice flower to spawn in. And I kind of think I need to light the torches. I don't think this game would make me like go through all this though. But yeah, I think like I can warrant at least replaying part of Persona 5 Strikers, however much I need to get the remaining achievements, because I think it's pretty much just like, it's really just going to require of me to play the game more. I can just do that on New Game Plus, you know, max out all the bond skills, max out the compendium, which I'm pretty close on. And I think the other one is like kill 10 treasure demons. I don't know how far off I am because there's no progress tracker on it, but I must have at least killed like half that in my first play. Yeah, so it would really be a matter of encountering enough of those, so like progressing the story long enough to where those spawn in, etc., etc. And I just kind of find Strikers fun to play, whereas other Musos I've tried, which really is just 3 Hopes. I really did not like 3 Hopes, because I think it's because it's more traditional Muso, and it's like, there's no identity between the characters, really. Like, they all... Like, yeah, the classes and stuff, but it's like... I wasn't really into it. Like, at all. And, like, the base defense shit, I'm just like, I don't care about this. Whereas, like, Strikers is actually structured kind of just like a Persona game. Well, no calendar system or whatever, but it's like go into a dungeon, do a dungeon. And also, like, yeah, it's just like JRPG dungeon crawling, basically. And the characters, while they all have, like, pretty basic combos, you know, it's all combinations of the X and Y button on my controller. But, it actually, like, the characters actually have different moves that differ because they are different characters. And I guess, like, to be fair, one could argue that Three Hopes, having the character classes be the difference, represents Three Houses well, because that's how Three Houses is largely. Like, the units don't really have much of an idea. Well, they kind of do. They do have roles that, like, you would sort of default put them into. But since they can be anything, it does result in the identity being those classes. Yeah, I guess that's the other determining factor, too, is, like, how much I care about the IP. And I mean, Fire Emblem is an IP I care about, but it's just that more traditional Warriors gameplay of, like, the defending and capturing bait. Like, I just don't really care about that aspect. Like, yeah, I get that P5S probably construed my perspective on Musos. Like, I knew that P5S was a little different because people were saying as much. But it's a little different in a way that, like, I can get on board with and that I really enjoyed. So, I don't know. I'm not particularly looking to play more Muso games. I was kind of bummed in how I ended up feeling about Three Hopes, because I didn't play, like, that much of it. I do kind of wish that the first Fire Emblem Warriors had more, a couple VAs. Oh, nice. Nice. I'll have to check, I'll have to check Discord if you sent me anything on that. But yeah, I am still chipping away at episode I guess. I'm, like, pretty close to the end. So I just need to kind of buckle down and wrap that up, because it is starting to get to me a little bit. I'll say I'll save my talking points for a video. I just like that it gave me an excuse to jump into P3 again, if anything. And it being focused on the dungeon crawling enhances that feeling. So yeah, I'm still, like, slightly torn if I want to for sure do a video on it. But I think I will. It'll probably be, like, sort of a shorter video, if anything, and that'll be after the FF13 video is finished. Which I need to record. I need to record a little pickup for that. I need to actually determine, like, how much I want to record in addition for that. Does she ever come back down? I feel like no. Oh shit. I for sure kill these guys first. Or maybe not, actually. Oh shit, okay, I thought she was a 3-hit. Turns out no. God, those fireballs really linger, don't they? I'm gonna wait for the respawn. Sweet. Never tried Hyrule Warriors? That was one that I was waiting on Switch 2 for, but then I can't justify getting a Switch 2, given I can just play it on emulator, I guess. That's true. Just emulate it. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like I would really dig a lot of the fan service kind of elements of Hyrule Warriors. But I'm also a little bit, like, I don't want to spend, like, hundreds of hours in this game to feel like I know you don't have to do everything necessarily, but And I'm not always a completionist when it comes to games. It really kind of depends. I try to do as much as I can, like, reasonably justify, right? And if I really, really enjoy a game, I'll try to, like, go out of my way to do as many of the achievements as I can tolerate. Like, for instance, with MGS1, like, I got... It's a pretty short achievement list, but, like, I got most of them. But then there's, like, you know, complete all the VR missions, and I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. And it's like same with MGS2, where like I'm getting, you know, some of the easier ones where it's like, okay, you know, hold up 30 guards, destroy 5 security cameras, you know, whatever, shit like that. It's like, okay, yeah, I can just do this as I go, right? But yeah, the size of Hyrule Warriors as a game is what kind of has driven me away, but I do think I would be into it from like a fan service perspective. Although if it is still kind of like the capture the base, maintain your whatever, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like not as into that kind of structure, I guess, for a game. I think doing this without a shell will be feasible. I say that as they basically just give me a shell. Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Okay. Oh, interesting. So the countdown actually doesn't change until you swim through one. Where the fuck are you? Shit. Okay. That's actually, I don't know, this is like such a nothing star. Yeah, I don't know, like, I guess, like, a Warriors game isn't, like, my... If I were to do, like, a spin-off of a series that I cared about for the sake of, like, fan service and shit, I don't know if that I would pick, like... I guess it makes sense for Zelda and Fire Emblem in particular. Because, you know, like, kind of melee, like, weapon-oriented. Lots of characters to pick from. Right. I do think it, like, it makes more sense than doing... Yeah, one more here. It makes more sense than doing, like, a fighting game. Because, like, you could easily do a Fire Emblem fighting game, but I'm also like, I mean... Fire Emblem's all about, like, character archetypes and classes and stuff like that, so I'm like... I don't know. I actually, as much as I'm not really into gacha games, dude, can you? I kind of actually, and, you know, as detrimental as one might, like, could say Fire Emblem Heroes is to the series, potentially. Not saying that it was or whatever, but I'm just saying, you know, one could feel that way. I kind of think that a gacha game is, like, sort of the perfect way to, like, celebrate Fire Emblem because there's so many characters. And that way it doesn't actually really matter that a lot of them play similarly or you know, are worse than others or whatever. It's not like having to balance a fighting game where it's like, are you a chord main or a board main? It's like, nah, man, I'm more of a Wade and Lot, or a Wade or Lot main. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, there's so many fucking nothing characters in Fire Emblem. It's like, of course you would pick, like, from from Arcanea, like, of course you would pick, like, Marth and Sheeta, like, Camus, or, you know, probably some others, Garnif, or some shit. But, like, realistically speaking, that's mostly what it would be. It's just, like, just the fan favorite characters. And as many of them as... You'd have to make them play differently and stuff, too. It's just like, I don't know. So this is the hidden star. I actually don't know what this one is. Like, I don't remember it. Like, maybe you kill these guys? Or is it, like, in the ship? Is there something else of note down here? Like, I genuinely... I feel like I had a pretty good memory as far as the other hidden stars, but this one... I don't... know. Oh, could this be it? Yeah. No, wait, this is the critical path. Maybe I should just follow the critical path and see if... This doesn't seem right, but... Because this is just the boss fight star, right? Yeah, the underground ghost ships, so... I feel like the hidden star would be... elsewhere. Does it have to do with the mines? Maybe. Do we have to blow up the mines? Let's see if I can get this air bubble real quick. Oh, where was that? Shit, there's the shell. Ah, I see a star there. Good call. And let me see, what is it about this that is not... What on earth? I don't remember this at all. What? I definitely did it before. Because I had 120 stars in Mario mode. So what, hit this again? And then... I see. Lure the boo over here. Let the... Oh, I thought the urchin was gonna fall out. I wonder... I bet I can grab this from this angle, actually. Oh, it's so close. This fucking urchin, though. God, I sound like... I sound like a medieval, like, noble or something like this. This urchin. This urchin in my way. Balls. Damn it. Is it not possible to fall out? Maybe there's glass? I want to do this the cool way, and I think it's feasible. I just need this frickin' spiky guy to leave me alone. Yeah, there we go. I guess I'm not surprised at how unmemorable that one is. But I'm also like, why? Like, I kind of remember it, but I'm also like, what? It's my boo in a box. So that's... I did always find... I think Melty Molten has some good stuff. And Dreadnought maybe too. Deep Dark was never a huge fan of that one, to be fair. That probably has something to do with it. We'll take the... This is the actual shortcut. No purple spawned in, so we'll spawn in a purple. Oh, a community post? Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. Check that out when I get a chance. Do the next engine room purple coin star. This way. Got the Toy Time purple. Oh, this is one of the better ones. This is a cool one. This is one of the most memorable because it is actually challenging and not just tedious, like most of these other purple coin missions. Luigi's purple coins. I remember, like, kind of consistently doing it this way. Oh, and the hard part about this one is those long jump ones, because you kind of have to... Yeah, like, if you... Oh, shit. Exactly. Those are the worst. Like, those lines that are over the... It sucks. I mean, it's a cool level. I like this one. Because it is challenging, but it is also like, man. So the key is like try to kind of prioritize these ones. Thank God I got that. Okay. Also, Luigi's slippery feet are pissing me off a little bit. Oh wait, I kind of fucked that up, didn't I? Oh no. Okay, saved. I don't know how I'm doing those other ones that are going to require me to long jump. But, dude, this is like... Why is this harder than I remember, though? I think this is impossible now. I think I just screwed myself. Shit. And you're on a timer. This is so evil. This is probably the hardest start in the game. Straight up. I usually go this way. God. Okay, I think it's good to do this and then long jump back. And then go this way. Oh no, dude. Oh my god, Luigi, you suck. Or I suck at controlling Luigi. And I can't line up these long jumps. Because you want to path back. So usually, I do something like this. I make these long jumps. God, his turn radius is pissing me off. I'm gonna have to, like... jump drift that one. I guess we're doing this now. Dude, this star is so evil. Alright, let's think about this. So I can drift jump to get this one. Fuck me. Yeah, the slipperiness does make this harder, and it was already tough with Mario, you're right. Yeah, I think this is the hardest section over here, so I think starting with this makes the most sense. So I think I'm going to keep trying to do it this way. I just need to take my time on these platforms as much as I can, because technically... Oh shit, I just screwed myself again, I forgot. Fuck. You have to go back and then... Damn it. That was a pretty good run, though. Getting better. Don't think you've ever done it with Luigi. No, I mean, to be fair, like, this is my first time really doing the Luigi campaign at all. And I've played these games a ton. I'll be doing that 121 star for the first time ever. Once we get there. Damn, this shit is so evil, dude. Okay. So... Ah! I need to position the camera so I can see where I'm going. Like, I guess I'm bad. I just need, I need the camera to be, like, as close to straight on as possible so I can just kind of hold up and nail these long jumps, because if you miss the long jumps, you screw yourself. So it's, like, really, really important. That was almost really bad. Okay. I don't know how I'm getting back. Actually, I should be able to long jump. I just fucked it all up. Oh, fuck me, dude. God damn it. I panicked. I was like... I know I need to do a long jump there. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I need the camera to be, like, as... 90-degree angle as possible. Okay. He's also slipping all over the goddamn place, and I'm really bad. I'll have to try to make up for that in a second. Just gotta take advantage of the time you have on these smaller platforms. I don't know if this is possible, dude. I didn't mean to do that, but... It's like you miss one of these long jumps and it's like just over. Shit. Okay. Okay. The star bits freaked me out for a second. I thought for some reason I was one of the star bits. Like, as far as my positioning is concerned. Okay. 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 Let's snag these. And then these. No, 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 no. How on earth are you supposed to get these ones, dude? Oh, yeah. I want to not lock myself out. Oh, it's not all 100. Wait, that makes this really... Okay, this makes getting back really easy then. For some reason, I thought it was all 100, and I almost gave myself a damn heart attack. Whew. Holy shit. I think, yeah, maybe Galaxy 2 does have one with Cosmic Clones, but I don't know if I remember it being as tough for some reason. But I don't know why that is, and maybe I'm misremembering. And I do what I'm doing next. I have a few ideas. But granted, I know it does say finale. I went back and forth on as to whether I wanted to put Part 4 or finale. But like, this is the end of Galaxy 1, so we have a whole nother game to do. But even so, that'll probably still only be about 4 streams as well. But once the Galaxy games are done, I don't know for sure what I'll do next. But again, I do have some ideas. Like, there's always the Pokemon route. Like, there's always Pokemon playthroughs I could do if I'm feeling up to it. I know I talked about wanting to do Drayano's Oris hack, Sinking Sapphire. And I'd like to play it, but I'm also, like, I'm scared. I'm not even the biggest Oris fan. Am I doing? Yeah, I'm doing the Green Stars in Galaxy 2. Since there's not, like, a full Luigi campaign there. But I'll do those as Luigi. And, Gustavo, I don't know if you know or not. Are the Green Stars are just redoing the same stars again, right? I think? Like, I've never done all of them, so I don't even remember. But I'm pretty sure it's the same objectives. If anything, maybe there's like a stipulation, like maybe it's harder or something, maybe, but... I'm not sure. Oh, but yeah, when it comes to the 3DS Pokemon games, like, I'm not like the biggest Oris fan of all time. I've come around on those games a bit, but... And even as much as I like Gen 7, those are games where like I'm a little nervous to see how I feel about them, like playing them again for the first time in a little while. Because I'm like, I do think there is a lot of good in Gen 7. It's definitely the generation since... It's definitely my favorite 3D gen of Pokemon, and it's not close. Okay, so there's none back here, so we just follow the path. But at the same time, those games aren't really paced all that well. I've also played a lot more JRPGs since I last fully played Sun and Moon. And I'm kind of like, yeah, it's a kid's game, so like, whenever I was talking about the stories in those games, or like characters or whatever, it's usually through the lens of like, for a Pokemon game, as opposed to being like thoroughly in love with anything from a character angle specifically. I still think Gen 5 has that's the thing though, is like Gen 5 does have a really good story, but it's especially good because it's a Pokemon game, and those games like just don't, it's like not really a high pedigree there, I guess. And those are still games that I will come back to time and again. Black and White 2 specifically, or in particular. But yeah, when it comes to the 3DS games, I'm like, they're just paced bad. The battles are slow. And like, I don't know. We'll see. The big thing with Gen 6 was that it was too easy, so I'm like, okay, or that is like one of the big things. Whereas Gen 7, I think if you don't use the EXP share, I actually think that it can put up a challenge for the bosses at least. Like if you know, like don't grind or like whatever. Which I usually don't. I usually just fight every trainer and that's it. But, what's it called? Yeah, it's just like a pacing, like from a pacing standpoint, like how am I going to feel about Sun and Moon? And I'm kind of like, I wonder if it'd be better, I know it won't happen, if it will happen, it won't happen for a while, but like I really do wish that those games would get kind of a touch-up. Not a full-on remake, but like, you know, fix some of the pacing and presentation kinds of things, I guess, if possible. Maybe that's asking too much. Because I think the core of the game there is like really good, actually. especially for a Pokemon game. It's just slow. And like I've defended that aspect, being like, yeah, these are designed more like traditional JRPGs in that you're not. I don't really think you're meant to like play them over and over and over again, back to back kind of deal. Compared to a lot of other Pokemon games that usually just kind of get right to it pretty quickly. But at the same time, yeah. It's like, is the story in the Gen 7 games like good enough to warrant how slow it is? Probably not. But I do think there is legitimately good stuff in there, though. And I guess if I played a ROM hack, like, that would at least freshen up the gameplay experience. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the ORAS playthrough would be more likely, because it's been longer since I played that game. And it's a Drayano hack. If Dre had a Gen 7 hack, I would be more probably gung-ho about replaying Gen 7. For streaming purposes, at least, you know. Green stars are spawned in after a certain point. Yeah, I think... Are they different than the usual objective? Like, is it... Are they just hidden? Because I kind of had in mind to, like, actually do the levels of Galaxy 2, so if they're just, like... If they're basically just, like, star coins or green stars in, like, 3D world, they're just hidden? I might have to do a little change of plans then. Listen here for like listening sounds. It's a little unfortunate because like I'd like to have a truly 100% save file of Galaxy 2, but at the same time, my intention was to go through like the regular game as Luigi. And I thought that the green stars were just kind of sort of the method of like giving you a way to replay the levels again kind of deal without starting a new file, but apparently that's not the case. And you also don't start the game with Luigi accessible, so if I really wanted to do it all as Luigi, maybe there's a... Because I'm playing on emulator, maybe there's a mod, or maybe there's an AR code or a Gecko code or something I can input that will give me access to Luigi early or something. Or if it just swaps Mario and Luigi or something. I feel like that probably is something like that out there. I don't know if I'll need this, but... Oh, wait a second. Whoa. Oh, but we have to flip gravity, like, straight up, then. I see. Oh, it's just this way, okay. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. What the hell? Some of the green stars are diabolical. And, like, it might be interesting, but I kind of wish that, like, it would also allow for me to fulfill the standard objective, because I do want to, like... Oh, shit. What the hell? What is... Am I mistaken? I thought you just... Didn't I just literally jump on him and it did it? Also, I don't even need this top, do I? Or maybe I do. Maybe I can't wall jump off these. No, it's definitely doable. Yeah. Okay, so like what? There we go. I guess I was missing my target by a little bit. Shit. I shouldn't have tried to get fancy with it. Yeah, because like green stars could be fun, but yeah, I kinda... That's really funny. I feel like it'd be a bit much to like do all 120 green stars and replay the game. Or like start a fresh file and do it that way. It's taunting you. It's taunting me because I almost feel like I should be able to like... Wait, that's like weirdly almost... I don't think there's any other way for me to gain height, though. That's the problem. So I guess I can just do this the regular way. So this is really like testing your... skills at like walking upside down and shit. I'm confused. Do I kill that and then it unlocks more path? Maybe? No. Yeah, there's nothing over here. There's a bullet bill, and I saw a cage on... Yeah, over here. I see. Yo! Stupid-ass... freaking billion, dude. Come on. Ah, I see. So I have to step on these to transport across, maybe? Yeah, that's what it looks like. I kind of wonder, while this is loading in, I'm gonna look... Galaxy 2 properties, AR codes, download Gecko codes. Is there anything for Luigi? I'll have to scroll through these, there's a lot. There's really a lot. Unlock Luigi on Starship, yeah, there's a few. I don't know which one works. Oh, for save slot 1, 2, or 3, I see. So, like, I could... Okay. So, yeah, like, I could, what's it called? There's a code for this game, and probably Galaxy 2 as well, to make everything a Daredevil run. Which, like, I don't know if I want to go that far. I feel like that would get pretty frustrating, but that does exist. It's similar to how, like, Twilight Princess has... it has codes that can effectively make hero mode in the GameCube version. Which is how I'm probably going to replay it the next time I play Twilight Princess. And there's a code to disable the rupee notifications as well, which is great. So, once again, kind of like what I was saying with OOT earlier and Majora's Mask. It's like, once again, it's like, well... I kind of get the changes... Like, this way I get the changes that I want out of Twilight Princess HD without having to actually play the HD release. which is my preference, honestly, because I'd rather implement like hero mode and stuff like that into the GameCube version than try to de-implement the stamps or something in the Wii U version, which do nothing. At this point, at least, you know? Rip Miiverse. So what, if I stand... Yeah, if I stand on one side... I gotta be careful, because, like, the... Double kill, holy shit. That was kind of crazy. No, 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 no. No, go the other way. Go the other way, damn it. And I don't know, am I gonna get into my whole Zelda... Am I gonna put my Zelda cap on again? It's like... Why... I want someone to answer me, like, why do people want a reimagining of Ocarina of Time? I don't understand... First of all, I talked about it earlier, Nintendo doesn't really do those kinds of remakes. They do faithful remakes because they're stubborn. And, like, it's for the better in some cases, but also for the less interesting in other cases. Right? Like with, like, Thousand Year Door, in my opinion. I'm not even, like, the biggest fan of that game necessarily, but it's more just, like, I don't see what the remake does that the original doesn't already do, really. Like, in broad strokes, at least. And I'm like, when it comes to Ocarina, I'm like, you either do a faithful remake again, like 3D, and just for the sake of getting it on the Switch, I guess, I see that. But then it's like, make it like Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, but why, though? That's coming from someone who doesn't like how Breath of the Wild is structured or plays, or like, pretty much anything about that game. But at the same time, even despite that, I'm like, but that's just like a different game at that point, you know what I mean? Like, more so than you could say for a lot of other remakes. Like, people say that about... Like, you could even say that about a remake as faithful as, like, P3R or something. Or MGS Delta. Like, there are differences there that you could say that about. But then you take that to a whole nother extreme... And I'm not saying that, like, Ocarina of Time is a sacred game that, like, you couldn't improve or anything, no. But it's more just, like... From the lens of Nintendo's design philosophy, I'm like... How do you even, like, do that? Maybe I'm just not creative enough to, like, figure it out, but I'm like, That's just making a new game. You know? So, like, why not just make a new game in that case, right? Like, Ocarina's already playable. Yeah, I've seen it come up. I don't know that it's like a rumor that it's gonna happen or something, but I've seen it. Yeah, like a full-on overhaul of a remake, like not like OOT 3D, but more like Breath of the Wildizing Ocarina of Time, and I'm like, I don't know, like, how is that different from just playing Breath of the Wild, you know what I mean? Or rather... And then on the opposite side, it's like, oh, well, because it would have the dungeons, which are great in Ocarina of Time. It has the dungeons and it has the structure, but it's like, well, if it has the dungeons and structure, then is it really Breath of the Wild-like? And, like, what does that really add to that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that, like, of all the games to pick for a framework like that, like, I would rather see, like, Wind Waker Breath of the Wild-ized. I think that makes more sense. Even though it, like, kind of already... It, like, sort of kind of... is like that, but, like, not really, though. It's still very linear. I already criticized Wind Waker plenty, but... It's more just, like... Yeah, I don't know. You know, in fact, that actually makes sense, though. I actually shouldn't be too surprised that Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild are two of the most popular... Because they are similar in a lot of ways, kind of. And I have similar problems with them, kind of. See, that makes sense. Or rather, like, the fact that I have similar problems with them indicates that they are more similar than I am was considering. And then that in turn makes sense why both of them are popular as opposed to one or the other or whatever. Although I do think that, like, Wind Waker fans, it's one of those games where I'm like, alright, you guys need to, like, chill a little bit, you know? Like, yes, it got unfairly criticized for dumb reasons when it first came out. Or when it was first revealed or whatever. But, like, chill. Like, chill, though. It's a good game, but, like, chill. Because now I feel like it's in a position sort of like Thousand Year Door, where if when, you know, the remaster comes out again, or like they release it for Switch, you're gonna see a lot of people being like, actually, I don't know about some of these things. Like, people who haven't played it yet for the first time. Because I saw that with Thousand Year Door, and I was like, Thousand Year Door is a solid game. I enjoy my time with it. But treating it as like this holy grail of JRPGs, I don't understand. And it's not even a for the time thing, dude. Like, I was playing games on GameCube. Like, I can see that for some games. Like, I was talking about Metal Gear Solid earlier. I could definitely see how that game was mind-blowing at its time. And I think the storytelling stuff holds up still. Gameplay-wise, I'm not as hot on it, but it's more like, by the GameCube generation, like, a lot of things have been figured out already, for the most part. So, like, it's not really as much of an excuse of hardware limitations or you had to be there kinds of things, because I just feel like games from that gen generally hold up well. And I know ultimately it's a taste thing, and ultimately I don't have to pay attention to these kinds of discourse things, but it's just like, it is a little annoying when, like, every single Nintendo announcement is announced. It's like, Wind Waker when? Wind Waker, you know, and now they're putting the GameCube version on Switch Online, and it's like, okay, does that mean we're not going to get the remaster then? Well, I say we, it's like... But, I mean, like, is the Switch not going to get the remaster then? And the same thing could be said for, like, Ocarina and Majora being on Switch Online. It's like, okay, does that prevent the option of the remasters coming over at some point? I don't know the answer. I would say take matters into your own hands if it bothers you that much at this point, you know? It's like PC gaming just gets better and better, man. Like, obviously, yeah, this game's released unoptimized and that sucks. I've been pretty fortunate in that most of the games that I'm interested in haven't had that problem. Like, Oblivion was the first time in a while, maybe since Cyberpunk. It's not to that level of broken, but, like... And Cyberpunk, I guess, was... It wasn't like a technical travesty on PC, but it felt very unfinished. Even beyond the technical things. But, yeah. I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Oblivion Remastered being kind of a technical problem. I think it got patched recently, after I put 50 hours in and got all the achievements and did all the quest lines and shit. But again, it's like, I'll probably come back to it someday, probably. See, this one is not a side-scroller, so you have to be careful. Like, if you really just tilt, like, go left and right. Oh, we'll see. This changes here because you actually have to decenter yourself, kind of deal. But yeah, like, for as much crap as you can give Nintendo, not even just for business decisions, but even for, like, game design decisions in some cases, I feel like the vision is usually like pretty cohesive to the point where I'm like, what would you... It's like I'm saying, like, what would you even do with a reimagining of most Nintendo games, right? Like, I don't... Like, this game, for instance, is like, well, Mario Odyssey-ify Mario Galaxy. It's like, well, what is... What, you mean just, like, shove even more shit in here that has, like, no value? Or, like you know, what are you... What are you really asking for, you know? I think people just... I might be guilty of this too at times, to be fair, but, like, I think sometimes people get really hung up on the idea for some... on like, the concept, as opposed to, shit. As opposed to thinking, like, practically how this could actually be applied. What? Oh, did I need to use that small warp star? I was looking at that one. Making all the green stars is Odyssey. That's fair, yeah. That's true. I think I needed to use that smaller warp star that was off to the side. I was looking at that and I was like, what the hell is that? And I thought about it, but then I saw the one purple coin in the trajectory of the big one, and then I was like, oh, well, maybe I just... maybe the critical path just gives you the last 4, but no. Apparently not. But this wasn't actually that bad. It is an auto-scroller, but that weirdly, like, kind of makes it easier to, like, get all these. Well, well, it's like if you miss one, you just restart. It's like force restart kind of deal. Damn, Luigi, stop it! Stop slipping around. Sliding around at the speed of Weege. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Alright, okay. Never mind. You don't need to use the small thing. No, I think I just realized that as soon as you messaged that, okay. Shit. Turned into a damn pirate there for a second. Is there a name for the guy who does the theme song for SpongeBob? Not like the voice actor, but like the character? Okay, did I miss the one underneath? Yes, I did. Alright, Weege. We are sliding around at the speed of Weege. That's for damn sure. God, I hate this perspective. Like, this one's tedious to be sure, but not, why did I say that like a damn Star Wars quote? This one's definitely tedious, but it's not, that challenging, thankfully. Oh, shit! I literally jinxed myself, dude. And I just died for no reason. I just, like, lost control. Where's MJ when you need him, dude? Oh, shit balls. Space balls. Alright, we got this. Saved. Have I mentioned I don't like these stars? I think I have. Slid around at the speed of Luigi a little bit too much there. Like, I don't know why I opted to... There's no use thinking about it right now. Give me a damn heart attack, dude. These are, like, spaced kind of perfectly to do that. Which is sort of funny. And because this platform doesn't fall, I just patiently wait for it to spawn in. Alright, we're good. The last one is right here. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not read up on my SpongeBob lore like that, you know? Meanwhile, when you play this comet, you get blasted by the cannonballs. That's fair. That's fair. So... I think... Yeah, so like that'd be 13. There would be 6 over here. So that would be 119. So is there another Hungry Luma that hasn't spawned in, maybe? Or I'm forgetting if you get a different Grand Star for... No, because the countdown is for 120. I think you just replay it to unlock... I think you just replay the final boss to unlock the 121st. Or, you know, when you're as Mario, it's for the, What am I doing here? The hidden star? Hold on. I totally just spaced out. I'm pretty sure I selected the one that has the hidden star. But I want to make sure. Yeah, because it's... okay, that had to have been what it is, because there's another comment. I don't remember what this is. Is it another trash one? Where you throw the bombs to clear the trash? I seem to remember there being another one, I think. Oh, maybe it's... Wait. It might literally just be down this pipe. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so at least there's a quick turnaround on this one. For attempts. Okay, that was really bad positioning on my part. I have to throw an extra... I kind of messed this up. Yeah, fuck. Man, that's really tight timing, actually. Oh, it doesn't game over you. Or it doesn't, like, take a life from you. Okay. You really have to nail these throws, though. Oh shit, okay, so you only need one in the center then. Fuck, okay, it's just one in the center, I guess. I think. Usually the coins, in the first one, the coins are like where you're supposed to throw them. I'm just gonna go to this side and do this side now. Okay, and you can also kind of, yeah, chain them, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Still tight timing, though. But yeah, throwing one, like, when one's about to blow up to get it to just chain react is, like, a way to save yourself there. Bum, 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 bum. A little congested all of a sudden. Is there a hungry Luma? Like, I don't... Okay, there's the Comet. Speedy Comet. This is the top one, I think? Like, the top boss fight, but speedy? I don't know what I want to do for Galaxy 2. I mean, like, would you say that doing the green stars takes as long as a regular playthrough, or would it be, like... Would it potentially be shorter? Because I'm wondering, like, what if I start a fresh file, use that code to unlock Luigi at checkout? No, I'm kidding. Use the code Galaxy20 to unlock Luigi at checkout. Fucking goddamn it. Like maybe start a fresh file and just play through all 120 stars and then do the green stars, but I don't know, I feel like the green stars are kind of... I feel like they're kind of anticlimactic in a way. If they are, like, just hidden around. I'm very torn on what to do. I still do think Galaxy 2 is my favorite, but I do kind of wish that they handled, like, the quote-unquote post-game more like this game. Also, this is timed, so there probably is no checkpoint, if I had to guess. And so, of course, what does that mean? It means I'm gonna play this riskier. You'd think it would mean I would play this safer, but yeah. Are they needed for Grandmaster Galaxy? I'd have to check. Because I thought I did Grandmaster Galaxy already. Because I think there's 242 total in Galaxy 2, so I want to say then that I did 121, and then there's just green stars for each of those 121. But it's also possible I did 120 and then Grandmaster's 121 after you get 240, and then that effectively is like 2 stars, like 1 standard and 1 green. I'll have to look it up. I mean, I can boot into my Galaxy 2 file and, like, check that out. Thankfully, this boss fight is, like, super easy. That was quicker than the damn, what's it called? The rest of the level. I feel like there must be another Hungry Luma. maybe. Because, like, all that's left is this, which is 6 stars, right? Let me pop out real quick. Hopefully that burp didn't come through on the mic. It's kind of gross. Maybe I just need to do... I haven't really been paying attention to what unlocks the Hungry Lumas. Maybe you have to do 1 star in each galaxy, if anything. Like, it'll tell me. So I'll just keep pressing on, like, if that's what it is. Unless there's another one in... Unless there's a different star for purple coins, with the flying ability. But I thought it was just the one. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good galaxy. And I guess if there is going to be a Hungry Luma, I should be stocking up on star bits instead of just ignoring them. I'm so bad. But then again, because I can literally spawn into a galaxy or spawn into a level, get star bits, die, and then keep my star bits means that, like, I don't need to... Like, I don't think grinding for star bits would take that long. In fact, this might be the level... Yeah, what does this do? What? That must be for a different objective, then. For some reason, I thought... I'm pretty sure there is a launch star like this that you are supposed to fall through. Oh, that's for purple coins, I want to say. That's what I'm thinking of. This, funny enough, might be the galaxy that I farmed star bits in. Like, just kind of do that opening segment. Or no, maybe it was for this. 80? Well, worst case, if I can't do it here, I can just... It's like, do I want to backtrack? Or do I want to just restart the level in a minute? It's kind of the fancy way of doing it. And by fancy, I mean bad. Oh, maybe. We can try that. I do have to come back to this level, for the Hungry Luma anyway. I do love that, backflipping does, like, cancel your... Momentum is helpful. I mean, assuming there's not danger in the other direction, of course. Where's number 5? There it is. Star Fox Wish. Yeah, I just think Star Fox... I know Star Fox fans probably don't want this, but I'm like, I just feel like the series, it needs something more than just on-rail shooting. For it to, like, be justified... I mean, I guess if they made it small budget, yeah, Nintendo can justify doing that. It's just a weird series. I don't know. They made, like, the same game, at least, like, narratively, like, 4 times or some shit, right? 3? I guess it was like 3 times. Right, Star Fox 64, and Star Fox Zero all kind of have like the same... It's like, it's a retelling, but it's like, well... That's cool, but like do something different, you know? And I know there's like more differences beyond narrative, obviously, but... Like, I think that Adventures, even though it wasn't a Star Fox game to begin with, and Star Fox Assault, kind of were on the right track when it came to, like, adding in on-foot stuff and, like, more exploration kinds of things. And I'm like, yeah, I think that makes sense. Like, you can kind of... Doesn't Kingdom Hearts have, like, sort of an on-rails shooter between worlds? Like, kind of like that, I guess? I don't mean have Star Fox interacting with Mickey Mouse, although that makes a lot more sense than fucking Cloud Strife interacting with Mickey Mouse. But, like, structurally, I feel like that would make sense, though. It's like, yeah, you do your on-rails shooter stuff on your way to another planet. Like, the other argument is like, oh, you know, make it open world or something, but it's like, yeah, but, like, do you have any idea how much it would take to make, like, a truly open world space game? Definitely not thinking about Starfield right now. Granted, you know, it could be possible, but I'm like, I don't think Nintendo would be like, yeah, let's make a grand, ambitious, like, galaxy-wide. Well, I don't know, depending on how many planets. Like, if it wasn't, you know, fucking 1,000, and it was more like, here's 12 across, like, a galaxy or something, that you can, like, fly between, like, your typical Star Fox gameplay, but then, like, I don't know. At that point, is it Star Fox? I have no fucking clue, dude. I just think that there's more potential with that universe and those characters, maybe, beyond what they have done with it. That's coming from someone who, like... I like, enjoy Star Fox fine, but I'm, like... It is one of those styles of game where I'm, like, kind of like, that's it? You know, like... I appreciate the purity of it. You know? Like, it's very focused in that way. But I'm not really one of those types of gamers who's, like, motivated by high scores in that same way. Is this what I'm supposed to do? Yeah. So, like, I guess, like, the replayability aspect, to be fair, there's, like, the alternate routes, and I think that's really cool in the games that is, you know, a thing in. But still, though. Oh, whoa, that is, Why does the gravity work like that? Wait a second. If it spawns me right here, I'm gonna try that again. Why are you like this? Why is it not possible to do a well-timed long jump into a wall jump spin? I feel like that should be doable, but no. It just pulls me right back in. I'm dog shit. But, if I could get on top of the thwomp, could I skip it that way? I mean, not by going to the right, but by going to the left? I don't know if I can wall jump off these guys, though. I just do this the boring way, I guess. Yeah, there is a ball level here. I remember. These guys are new. Little goopy guys. Oh shit, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. See, this isn't even me, like, having this level memorized, it's just, like, I know how Nintendo designs their games. And I kind of play accordingly. And it's still fun. Okay, I see. I don't want to lead him too high, because then he comes down, and then he, you know, just sits on the sofa all day and eats potato chips. I'm kidding. Stupid joke. Yeah, jokes aside, if the bullet bill does go up too high, if you lead it too high up, then it'll overcorrect when it comes back down and hit the ground. Don't want that. Oh, it is. This is the ball level. Oh, you have to build... I kind of wish you would keep your momentum in midair, though. That'd be cool. I figured that was possible. Oh! Alright, my control scheme's kind of saving my ass here. Oh, I almost made that cycle, damn. I'm not even gonna risk the small platform, it's not even worth it. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I swear. Swear to me. Yeah, it's more like if you're kind of like square in the middle here, it does like sort of stabilize you a little bit. Damn, so close. I'm so close to actually making that cycle. Yeah, I need to build up a little bit more momentum on this larger one, I think. Just as a precaution. There we go. Yeah, right. All the times that I've jinxed myself. There's like definitely potential for more content from these streams. I just like, I don't know. I just like don't want to spend my time on this shit. I guess what I could do is like take note of moments I could translate well into shorts, but I'm also like, eh. I know I still have more to do in Melty Molten, but let's confirm how many this guy needs. Probably 1,500. 1,600. And we're at, what, 760 or something? Another new Atelier game. Interesting. How's that even possible? Because, like, didn't one, like, just release earlier? And I guess by that I mean, like, is this one like a follow-up to the one that just came out, or is it more like they were in development? I guess they must have been in development at the same time. In which case, like, is the new one going to be more traditional, maybe? I still don't know very much about that series, but it is interesting, like, just how many games they're able to output. Oh shit. Can we... My god, go forward a little bit, thank you. The running start is so annoying, okay. That's fine. I must have been like slightly farther forward to not get hit by that. Oh, this is like kill all the guys. Oops. There's like one more, I think. Yeah. Yo, grab the damn coin. Grab the coins! This is very, what does this remind you of, huh? Particular Sonic game that was, quoted to be inspired by Mario Galaxy? Shit. Yeah, I've not played Sonic Lost World, but this is like... This is one of those things where I'm like, I've seen that level in Lost World that is like this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I see the comparisons. Alright, don't die here. Shit. Tried to be cool. Fucked it up. Wait, this is actually a great farming spot. What if I just die here? It's also like a quick... It's a quick death, too. That's like a quick, like, 50, basically. Yumi is more of a new player experience. The new one is a spin-off from a gacha game they released with more traditional elements. I see. I should just, like, intentionally die here. Because, yeah, it's like 50 star bits off rip. And I'm, what? I have, like, 760, I want to say? Also, I should really try to grab that ring of starbits before I enter the thing. But I also don't want to spend too much time meandering. I want to get them as fast as possible. Can use older characters, and guess what? What? Oh wait, can I just get these from here? Shit, I don't even know if this is faster. They're bringing back dual protagonists? Nice. Sick. Okay. So if I have 760, that means I need like damn near 1,000, like a little bit less. So, I mean, I can realistically stop. I mean, I know I have a few stars left, so, like, I'm gonna get some more star bits here and there. So I don't need to, like, get all of them right now, but this is, like, a really quick way to get... like, quite a few. I'll just kind of do this a few more times and then see where I'm at. And kind of do some rounding. In fact, I can kind of like collect them while I'm dying, but I don't want to risk doing a whole cycle and then like... I like how they still collect while you're dying, too. That's funny. Oh, and there's a male protag? Nice. Yeah, I know that's uncommon. I'm at least familiar with that. $740. I think I'm good to move on here. If I'm at like 760 something, because that means I'm probably close to like 13 or 1400 at this point. Or no, sorry. If it's 760... Yeah, I should be good. Like, I probably have... Yeah, like 1,500 something now. If I have as many at the observatory as I'm remembering. Plus I have a few more stars to go, so I might even shell out for one of these, just in case. Imagine it just floats into the lava and you lose it. I'm sure that has happened to at least one person. That's right, there is a rematch here. Shatter the piranha plant. Damn, that, like, came around in front and just, like, bopped them. One more, probably. Shit. You have to kind of predict it, but also, like, intercept him. There we go. Whatever this species is, we're just, like, annihilating it. Like, what if those were the last two of these species in existence? That's not okay. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know enough about the food chain in Mario Galaxy. It would pretty much have enough. So I don't even need to... I probably didn't even need to farm that much. Daredevil. Why do I not remember this one? Is it traumatic? Lava Spire Daredevil run. Oh, that's right. This one is tricky, yeah. Does it just put you at the spire? No, it's the whole level. Wow. Oftentimes, Daredevil comments, I feel like, give you, like, slightly abridged versions of levels. The tricky thing is, I don't know if there's a checkpoint here either, because then that kind of would defeat the purpose of making you do it on one hit, right? Because then it's kind of like having 3 hits, but just spread over the whole level instead of... What's it called? And yeah, say what you want about Nintendo games, or like... This isn't even really a modern game, but like, say what you want about modern games, it's like, well... There are times where they crank things up for sure. You know? Not that this is going to be, like, the hardest thing ever. But this level's not easy to avoid taking damage on, completely. Like, I think I'm just going to wait for, like, safe cycles here. I say as I take, like, the riskiest path possible. Not true, but, like, a riskier path than I needed to. Oh, this is kind of evil, though. I've definitely raged to this level before. Thought I could pull back. I've definitely raged to this level before, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah. It's really not that bad if you play patient, but I'm also trying to not spend, like, longer than I need to. Can these pillars go down? Thank you. Because, like, I don't want each attempt to be, like, me going as slow as I possibly can to be as safe as I can kind of deal, right? Like, you want to still be efficient with your runs. Okay. That said, a little bit of caution couldn't hurt. That wasn't even my fault. It was a bad cycle. It was a bad cycle, like, I could have gone faster prior to that to avoid that. But there's only so much I really realistically could have done. Also, I'm gonna try... I'm very bad. I was trying to sneak between them. The camera fucked me. Let's see here. Like, I don't know what the cycle is on these steam geysers up here. All I know is... Okay, I'll just wait for that. I thought that they were on the same timer as the other ones. Apparently not. And if they're inverse... Is it, like, literally inverse? I'm just gonna wait for these to turn off, and then I'll go, yeah. Okay, fine. I don't know how I did that the first attempt, I just, like, did it. Without even, like, realizing how tricky the timing can be there. And I'll have to do the opening of this level again for the Hungry Luma as well. Wait for this cycle, go. I like how it kind of shows you how far you've gotten, because I don't think these lines... Do these lines show up before you use them the first time? I don't think so. And I like how all of my deaths... Pretty much all my deaths have been to, like, hazards as opposed to, like, actual enemies. I'm gonna wait for the steam to go off one more time, and then go. Oh shit, it's over there. I'm so glad that that didn't hit me. And then, yeah, this segment. This is a tough one, too, I gotta say. And I know I sometimes say that after not doing that many attempts, but it's more just like... You can first try something and still say that it's difficult. Like, it doesn't mean, like... I'm not saying that I'm first trying this by any means, but it's more just like... I don't feel like difficulty is necessarily how many tries does this take me. That can be an indicator. Can we not do this? Okay. Thank God. We got it. Clenching. A little clenchy there. But yeah, like multiple retries can definitely indicate that something is challenging, but it's not like the only indicator, I guess. I don't know. Depends on if you have the clutch gene or not, I guess. Which I am known to have. But I also probably have the choke gene a little bit. That's not what you think it means. Well, what I mean is the opposite of clutch, not anything else. Don't swing that way. Okay, so wait, this is the Hungry Luma one, so I need to not fuck this up. I say, as I proceed to fuck it up. So what, was it 80, I think? If missing one is going to cause me to miss this, then we'll figure that out later, but I think... The problem with last time was, like, I didn't even really make a conscious effort to, like, collect these extra ones. Also, I will can't talk. I will try the volcano method as well. Like, if you fall in the volcano, does it give you more? I think there's some, like, up... I don't know why I pointed like that, but there's some, like, up here. Like, I think there's some... up this way. Oh, no, just coins? Why? That's really random. Yeah, what if I did fall in the volcano? Does it kill me? Oh, yeah. So are these all the star bits that, like, fly out when you... These are the ones that normally fly out when it explodes, right? Maybe? Alright, we're chilling. Yeah, 80. Boom 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 boom. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Galaxy 2 now. I think it's ultimately a question of whether I do the green stars in addition to a standard replay, because I definitely want to do a standard replay, so I might, like, just forget the green stars or do them at a later date. Or can you not kill these guys? Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing for... I mean, maybe... I don't know. Like, I don't think it'd be the worst thing if I did, you know, 4 streams of standard Galaxy 2, for instance, and then another 4 doing the green stars. But I'm also not totally sure because I've never done all the green stars, so I don't really know how enjoyable I will find them to get. Oh, and it's right there. That's convenient. Easily double the streams. That makes sense. It's like it boots you out still. And there's like 1 green star equivalent per regular star. But I don't know, I just love the standard run of Galaxy 2, so I'm like, it'd be cool to shake things up. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll start a fresh file. But, like, unlock Luigi from the start with that action replay code. Let's see if this comet spawned in. Yeah. So it's literally this, the Hungry Luma, refight Bowser, and then 121. This is the... Is this the ball? No. I don't think so. I think it's just this. Yeah, because this is... Because, you see, there's no launch star at the top of the volcano. So this is like an untimed get all 100. Ugh. I don't want to complain about these for like the millionth time, but I kind of do. Oh shit. Alright, as long as I don't lose the 6 health, we're fine. It's like good insurance. I'm playing kind of horrendously right now. But if I did the Toy Time purple coins, I think that might... Well, once I realize that you don't have to get all of them, then it's like, okay, I didn't need to stress going back for as many of those missed long jumps as I did. It made it easier to get to the star. But I think similar to the, what's it called? Similar to... I'm kind of focused right now. There's that one other one where you're blowing around in the bubble, or no, it's Pole Stars. There's that Pole Star one that's also more than 100, and you just kind of have to, like, haul ass, basically. And, like, not worry if you miss any kind of deal. Like, you still kind of have to be efficient. I'm very, 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 very shit. Oh my god, I'm ass. Are there regular coins to heal up anywhere? Can't see. I can't see. We're just gonna try to clutch this out with 1 health, I guess. We're already here. Yeah, I don't think there's any healing. I think it's just they give you the 6, and that's that. I'm not gonna fall for this again. Are those coins at the top here still there? No. They're purple now. They're purple now. So, the deal with this one, first of all, what the hell is this? Can I see? What the hell kind of star? What kind of coin placement is that? Oh, I also missed one over here. Shit, I should probably do that. Okay, wait for the steam to come out again. There's some down there. Oh, I see, there's one. Or there's several, like, down here. I think this... I want to see what I'm working on. I think you're supposed to fall. Like, that has to be how you get these, which means there has to be a platform here, yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way they would just send you to your death. At the same time, this is, like, a really dangerous section to be doing with 1 health. I'm just gonna be very patient with the geysers here. I know it would be cheap with these restored health, but where do we go now? Okay. Leap of faith. What am I missing? Luigi, why are you still sliding, my guy? Oh, health. Okay, so I have one safety net here. 5 missing? Am I supposed to... I think that just takes you back to the beginning, right? Hmm. Oh. Very shit. Did I miss something back here, like towards the start? I feel like if anything, I should check back here first before delving into more dangerous territory. Like, are there any on the edge? Maybe there are some from taking the launch star. Volcano? Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's probably what it is. Actually, it probably takes you into the volcano, and then that was really close. It's a good way to prevent yourself from bonking. Just spin cancel. Right, okay, you're probably right. Yeah. What the hell is this? That's crazy. I'm spamming spin and trying to, like, not... Okay. I guess it's not that crazy, but it's like, damn. The fact that you, like, kind of have to, like, spin drifts. Can you let me turn the mother fucking camera? Also, wait, this is obviously a way to heal back up. Let's play this kind of safe. It's not actually what I was trying to do, but it works. Don't think they'd be that bad if they weren't for every galaxy. Yeah. For sure. Like, I don't mind a few of them, but yeah. It's a lot. And like my previous playthrough where I did everything I could before Bowser, it's like, yeah, I just kind of got dumped. I just had to do these purple coins back to back. This is definitely much more enjoyable. Albeit not super efficient because I'm having to like go back and forth kind of thing, but it's not the worst thing ever. Yeah, I think I'll do a fresh file of Galaxy 2, unlock Luigi from the start, and then I'll just play it by ear if I want to do green stars or not. Like, once we're a good ways into Galaxy 2, like, main campaign stuff, I'll determine, if I want to push on and do green stars, or, at that point, I leave the green stars as something to come back and do when I feel like playing Galaxy again, but maybe not like a full playthrough kind of deal. Sorta, kinda like the, oh, this one? Are you supposed to hit all these switches? Oh, this probably unlocks a fire flower. Oh, right, you can swipe this away. Okay, there's the fire flower. Got 2 minutes. Oh, dude, what? I turned. I should just set them all free. And then worry about catching them. Oh, you just played yourself, dude. This one majorly fucked up. Also, yeah, the snow slows you down. I'm going to uncover the other one, and then, like, maybe I can bait them into the little ditches. Maybe. Oh, I thought that was a 1. It's a 7. Is that not... Where's the third one? Okay. A little less than a minute. I don't know. Go north. Yeah, go north. Yeah, there you go. You little dumbass. So the other one I already uncovered, so he's like somewhere. Yeah. He just fell in the ditch again. Nice. And, you know, it makes sense too, because I feel like once Galaxy 2 came around, I think that they probably had a better grip or grasp as to, like, what is fun to do with this framework. And so I think, like, you know, just learning from general mistakes of the first game. Not that this game made many mistakes, but it's more just like a good sequel should do. It should improve upon the original, if it's going to be iterative, right? Yeah, I find it annoying, too, that you have to fight Bowser twice. It's not the worst thing ever. Can I skip these now? That we've seen? Okay, yeah. Now that we've seen it once. Because I don't even think the fight is, like, any different, so it's just kind of like... What the shit? I literally did that last time and it worked. Can the drive ones get... No, I guess not. Because this level's cool, but it's like, it's not that good, though. It's not that good. Yeah, I also feel like I need to play through the standard campaign of Galaxy 2 to, like, reevaluate it as well. Like, see, like, do I still feel how I did 3 years ago or whatever? Not even 3. 2.5 or whatever. So I don't know why I'm going for star bits. I don't even need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Something to do, I guess. If it was a real OG, I would shake and skate. But I'm a little scared. God, long jumps in this game feel so good. It's so fun. It's like the only movement tech that I need, honestly. And like, it's cool to have more, but it's like... It's really all I can ask for, rather. We just use the iframes there. I hate that segment because the cycles are kind of nasty and you're on a timer. And we get healed up here anyway. Yeah, I'm down to take slightly riskier jumps here at times. That one's a little weird because the gravity... That was pretty sick. Didn't really mean for it to play out that way. Also, why? That specific ledge is always a problem. I need it! Yeah. Bowser Jr. is massive as per usual. Dude, he could literally eat Peach whole and it wouldn't look weird. Due to the size, at least. And maybe it would be a little bit weird. But it's like, it's not like an obscene volume of food for something that large, though. I still think it's funny that Bowser has head tracking there. Where he's like, what? Like every time you jump, kind of thing. It's mostly when you get close, but it's still funny. Can't skip this. Read it on a weep. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I don't think this fight is any different. I think it's literally just the same exact... Like, again, it would be different if it was like a hard variant or something. No, I thought that landed. I fucked it up the first time, too. To be fair. He does it again? Maintain my 6. Glad that landed. It's decently forgiving. Which begs the question, why did I screw it up the first time? Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I also like how he can retract his spikes, seemingly. Also, wait a second. I'm trying to see... Yeah, wait, you can just do that. That's so cool. Wait, you can like skip this phase, basically. It's kind of sick. All my years playing this game, never actually bothered to try that. Those like, what, I don't know what those are called. Those like elastic trees. Shit's powerful, man. We wait for him to stop doing his Bowser's Inside Story shit, and then slam on the lava like a dummy. Shit. It's been so long since I've, like, failed at this boss, I wonder... I'm, like, kind of curious how long he stays rolling until he cancels out of that animation. Not this one. I don't know how I dodged that. But rather, like, once you have him spinning around, like, how many opportunities do you have to nail that? Because, like, there's no way he just stays, like, in this state forever, you know? And that's it. Wait, yeah, because Galaxy 2 is the one where you... Even to enter the boss fight, there's, like, the orbs, and then you have to ground pound into them, hit certain trajectories. It's like, that's what those fights are. It's like, yeah, he punches the planet, it rises them up, and then you launch them at him. More chances than you think. I believe it. The only mandatory repeat star in the game, I think. for completion's sake. Like, they could have at least made this the 120th, even if it was the same level again. I mean, okay, they could have made it worse. They could have had you Daredevil it. They could have said Daredevil this, and that's your extra challenge. So I'm glad they didn't do that. Maybe Daredevil with checkpoints could have worked. You could do, because like doing that boss damage list wouldn't be that bad. It's mostly the rock form that's the tricky one, because you have to be like, it seems like you have to be pretty close. Wait, why am I not skipping this? I can't skip it. And, you know, as much as I hold these games in high regard, as much as they are my favorite Mario games, particularly on the 3D side of things, which is where I think Mario is strongest to begin with, I'm thinking back on like Odyssey, for instance, and I'm like, there is some really good stuff there. It is really fun. It's nice to like kind of have a more leisurely pace, and it's funny because some people might say that like these games are slow, but like they're kind of inherently not, because it's like you are like going to the target kind of thing, and like you could argue Odyssey is fast because you're finding moons like really quickly, but I just mean more like it is more exploring every nook and cranny, and most of those nook and crannies have moons, which, like, you know, devalues them, and I think there's too many, blah, whatever. I agree with that. That's, like, kind of what holds that game back for me from being, like, you know, a #1 contender, or even, like... It cuts my top 5 on a good day, but... I'm thinking, and I'm like, it is nice to be able to just kind of explore openly these open areas without being on a timer, without having like an end goal immediately, not in sight, but like kind of in mind.
Thank you for playing my game.
Like when you boot into any given level. But yeah, and like I know Mario 64 is like kind of like that, but like you're not really... It's like different though. You know, like 64's levels are more like they are what they are, and then the stars are scattered around. Some you can do non-linearly, but it's still, you're going in with a particular objective in mind, even if you can do one of the other ones early. Odyssey is more open, and I do kind of like that. Or I kind of like I think about like exploring New Donk City and just like being there is like cool. Whereas I don't really get that same feeling from 64 or Sunshine. Give Odyssey to exploration, but moons don't feel great to collect. Yeah, I agree. I think they just devalue themselves by there being too many. And I get that there's so many excess to allow you to pick and choose, kind of like with these games. Is this a new cutscene? The unlocking of 121? I think this is new. I'm just talking over it. But, what's it called, though? I totally forget what I was saying. What is this? Oh, yeah, so like kind of like these games where it's like you only need, like in Mario 64, you only need 70 to beat the game. So it's like, okay, if you don't like any of the stars, you can easily like skip them. You can skip like a ton of them, honestly, and still beat the game. And I get like Odyssey's doing that like on an even grander scale. And so it's like, okay, you need however many hundreds of moons to beat the game, but it's like there's not anything saying that it couldn't have been like just require fewer of them and then have fewer of them in excess, you know? Like, it's a simple solution. It's like you didn't have to go from 120, like 70 out of 120 to whatever it is. Isn't it 500 to get like Darkest Side or whatever, I think? Like, you know, the final, like the Grandmaster kind of equivalent galaxy. So is it 500 out of like 999 or 880 or whatever it is? It's like, well, why couldn't it have been like, I don't know, 250 out of 400 or something? Like, even just cutting it down by that much, you know? But what do I know? All right, do I talk to Rosalina? How does this work? How do you access... Yeah, like, because technically you can get to 999, I think, from buying more moons. I don't know how that works exactly, but it's just weird. I don't know. There's some good ideas in there, but there's some problems. And, like, I didn't find, like, playing through the main campaign, like, as enjoyable as my first time either. I kind of wish they had leaned... If they're gonna do non-linearity, then, like, lean more into that, I guess. Like, non-linear within the levels, then, like, what if you could just pick... You had more freedom as to which kingdoms you could pick in what order, but, yeah. Super Mario Galaxy. I literally just looked this up. Grand Finale Galaxy. How do you access it, though? Go to the center of the universe, then, okay. How do you access? I don't mean like on the planet of trials. Okay, so I'm assuming that it's up where like the purple coin stuff is. Let's go fly up there. I keep taking the shortcut. Is it this yellow Luma we talked to? No. Am I supposed to go in here? No. Why when I Google this, is there not an answer? Is it her assistant that I talked to? Just trip myself out looking at Luigi over there. Do I just say go to the center of the universe again? I guess worst case I just boot out, right? Like just skip, because it gives me the prompt to... No. That's where I just checked, and I mean, it gave me a prompt for 2... Luigi, do you have any insights? You douche. gonna try to Google this again. Grand finale. Even like the wiki doesn't say. Maybe it does. Is a special bonus level. There's a 4th green Luma, is that what it is? Like up here? Was I not paying attention during the cutscene where that spawned in? Oh, look at that. Thank you. You'd think they'd make a big deal out of it. Maybe they even knew that this was underwhelming. It's called the... Oh, I guess, okay, Planet of Trials. I didn't realize... I'm looking at the wiki now, seeing that it says... It says that in the midst of these many paragraphs of text, which I tried to skim through. I mean, this is like a, you know, a cute, like, kind of wholesome bonus star, but, like, realistically speaking, it's kind of underwhelming for all that we went through. Granted, though, this is, like, sort of the halfway point in you know, a Galaxy Duology playthrough, to be fair. A lot of penguins here. Captain Toad, what do you have to say? Royal Guard Commander. Can you do this as Mario? Like, am I supposed to go in and play as Mario as well and do this? I wonder if I boot into my Mario save file if it would let me do this. Probably, right? Because it is the same save file, granted. Oh, nice. Makes you think of a Mario and Luigi RPG where the worlds are like that. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah. Yeah, I can see the comparison. So I'm wondering, how does this display on the home screen? Does it, like on Mario's side, does it just say 120 and then Luigi's 121? Yeah, Luigi says 121. Mario with a measly 120. What if I jump into...
Luigi, Mario.
Yeah, no, this feels weird. Who's this guy? Oh yeah, you can. It's gonna be clear, but... Oh no, it's not, actually. So you can actually do it for both. Okay. Glad I checked. Because then we'll actually get the full 242. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I do also like the roll move that Odyssey has. That's pretty fun. Well, honestly, like the movement in Odyssey is top notch as well. But yeah, like in particular the roll. Completion pictures for both Mario and Luigi. Okay. And I'm pretty sure this will actually save to like the Wii menu in Dolphin, because you can boot into that. Yeah, you can boot into the actual Wii menu. There's not like a ton of purpose behind it. Usually I'll do that to check like save data that I have in Dolphin, as opposed to like going through my actual file structure. We can check real quick. I mean, OBS is set to capture Dolphin, so if I exit out here and then go into Tools, Load Wii menu. Is it going to display? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, look at that. What the hell? What? What the fuck? Dear Luigi, thank you for saving Luigi. Keep trying to... Okay. Why is Mailtoad spamming me, dude? I'm not seeing anything from... Why are these all coming in today? It's weird. Thank you for saving... Let me get rid of these thank you for saving Luigi ones, because it's fucking weird. What a weird thing. Luigi's gone missing. Why are these all spawning in at once? Also, does it... Like, I streamed, so, like, this only spawns in, I think, if you actually, like, go in here, though. Also, yeah, definitely didn't play 23 hours and 59 minutes. It also doesn't say what game, so... Clearly, like, bugs slightly, but... There's that. Cute. And Luigi and Rosalina. Nice. It's nice that it's not just him and Peach, again. But yeah. Not much else to do here. I don't even know if I can actually boot into these and have them do anything. But, I'm pretty sure if I had any WiiWare files installed that they show up here, I think. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. I guess one last thing. We'll jump back into Galaxy. And I just want to see the 242 star completion real quick, and then go ahead and call it, because it's been a longer stream than it felt like, which is good. Yeah, look at the sparkles there. Yeah. Check that out. 121.
Luigi.
121. 21. And now that this is a fully completed file, we will make it into Toad. Or Yoshi. I kind of want to see what these look like, because I don't often change the... This is an indicator to move on to Galaxy 2. I kind of wish there were more icons to choose from. or that you can unlock more. Nice. So like, yeah, here I just have my... If I ever specifically want to do Luigi Galaxy again, we can do it from here.
Luigi, Mario.
But then obviously doing a fresh Mario playthrough is just like any of these other ones.